Yo, let's choke to this. This Super Chop TV, where we get super chopped and we talk TV. I don't know what you do. You don't know what I do. But I know what we do. And that's get super chopped and chop it up. I'm Papa No Leon, and let's get to it. Recently, right? 21 Savage decided that he wanted to come out with a little movement, and where it was this whole F the streets movement, right? Now, mind you, the way he presented it, was a little off. Let's put it that way. He made a post where he's saying, like, Gunna and Thug needs to chop it up, basically, and put the past behind him. Then he informs Thug that he knew Gunna was a rat from the first time from when he ratted the first time. Now, that kind of struck me. What the post said was, y'all niggas fix that shit. Y'all love each other. Nigga, you knew Gunna wasn't no gangster when he told the first time, and we swept it under the rug for you. You know he wasn't trying to leave you to hang, nigga. Fuck the streets. We ain't got shit but trauma from that shit. Now, right? For 21 Savage to say that would mean that when Gunna indeed went into that courtroom, right? And he decided to say that he wanted to per se take the plea deal that they was giving him. Right? Now, he's indeed snitched, right? He told. Who don't get about that, right? Is the whole fact of the matter that when you have a codee, okay, what the state and the police typically does, right? In order to make their case, they got to get primarily one of y'all to tell on the other one. That's just how it goes. And what happens is if they can get you to take a deal that basically removes you from all trouble, right? It removes you from all troubles. Then it's like, if you take it, you got to come in here and admit to certain things, right? So now, let's say I'm saying I'm not guilty because I wasn't there, right? But you going to here pleading guilty, putting yourself there. You have to give factual basis to where it makes the plea believable. So you can't just go in there and say, because what if you didn't do whatever it is, you was just there with the person. There's often times where people are just with somebody and it's like, I didn't do nothing. I didn't shoot that person. Well, we know you didn't shoot. So now, though, you're going to stand up in open court and you're going to give detail and testimony to how this happened. How are we here in court today? So what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to look at Gunna plea deal, right? And the one that he took in court. So just so we can, touch back up on what happened during that situation. You know what I mean? Like, let's peep it out.
Affiliated with YSL around Affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community. YSL as a gang must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
Now, right. First and foremost, let's just get an understanding. Thug is going to trial in the RICO saying that YSL isn't a gang. You go take a plea and you give a yes ma'am to YSL is a record label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge of crimes committed in furtherance of this gang, right? He just admitted that what Thug is saying is a lie. It's not true. No, YSL is not a record label. I mean, yes, it is, but it is definitely a gang, you know. And then, right, she say, you got pulled over in a car where it was just you and Mr. Williams. They found drugs, guns, right? And none of this stuff that was found in the car was yours, right? Yes, ma'am. Okay, so now it's two of us, me and this person. And they find stuff in the car. It's not yours. And you're willing to say it's not yours. You're gonna jump out the window. Hell no, I don't know about none of that. Right? It's only one other person. You just told. Then when at the end when you say it's my music was a detriment and it furthered this gang, right? See, that was one of the biggest problems. And it's like now you got to look at this situation and you got to understand, right? Now y'all talking this whole fuck the streets. Why? Because you want them to get back together. See, Atlanta is weird. It's a weird place, right? And when y'all was in the streets, right, and had an opportunity to get out the streets, y'all wanted to stay in the streets. You wanted to continue to be a part of the streets. Listen at your music. Y'all ain't been in the streets in years. Yet all the music you made was geared towards the fucked up shit that's going on in the street. Name a song that y'all made that wasn't. But then you're going to say fuck the streets. You're going to go say fuck the one place where your music is that's the only place your music thrives at, is in the street. That's it. But then y'all want to get on these, and it's like, then you got G Herbo. Oh, fuck the streets, this and this, and it's like, bro, you ain't been in the streets in so long, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear none of that shit. Don't nobody want to hear that shit from y'all. You can't tell a person that ain't got nowhere else to go besides the streets, fuck the streets. Nigga, fuck you. Fuck you. How about if you want people out the streets, y'all use some of that money y'all got, right? We finna smoke to this. How about y'all use some of that money y'all got, right? Why y'all ain't building nothing? Why y'all ain't bought no buildings? Huh? Why y'all ain't bought no buildings? Why y'all ain't did none of the extras, right? Where is the Boys and Girls Club? Y'all got the money to do it. Where is that? Nowhere. But you want to say fuck the streets. And then want to forgive a motherfucker for ratting again. Right? Talking about he wasn't leaving you to hang. What was he doing? What was he doing? If he wasn't leaving them to hang, what was he doing? Going to live his life? That makes sense. That makes sense. See, the thing is, right, is at the same token, he turned around and then now he wants to apologize, you know, for his whole F the streets, right? Now the thing is what do you mean you said it wrong? It ain't that you said it wrong, it's the fact that motherfuckers wasn't finna be fucking with you no more. Right? And this was the problem. The problem was the whole fact that you knew that your music wasn't finna go nowhere else if the streets decided that they wasn't fucking with you. Off is fuck the streets, then it's fuck you and your music. So then you wanted to go back and you wanted to kind of backpedal on what you said, and now it's, you know, so let's listen to this backtracking. Y'all check this out.
You moving to go?
Oh, baby boy.
Man, I'm confused.
What?
Fuck the street. I'm with.
I ain't supposed to say it like that.
You shouldn't.
I supposed to say say the streets.
Yes.
You gotta say the streets.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna just have to stop you right there, right? Because just because you try to change the name of something and you try to make it sound so much more like street, so much more gangster, because you know when you put fuck on the front of something, it just sounds that much more powerful, right? So it's fuck the streets, right? Now you gotta save the streets. But I can swear that for almost 14, 15 months, shout out to FYB JMane, man. You know, somebody from Chicago who really was out here trying to push peace and save the streets, right? And y'all wanted to pretend like y'all was too high up. Y'all was too up there to see him, to him. He was everywhere. Around Cardi B and them and all. So it's not like y'all could, come on, man, we not finna play that game. He been trying to push peace. Yeah. Yeah. So why ain't y'all try to get with him, right? And help make his voice bigger. See, it would have made more sense than for y'all to try to come out and all of a sudden start, because y'all the reason the streets is fucked up. Y'all rappers. So the kids is following y'all influence, right? See, this is why you saying fuck the streets. Because you know the kids that follow your influence, right? Okay, well, guess what? You per se can't say that. Especially when you gonna keep on pumping the streets with shit to fuck the streets up. But what y'all could have done, y'all could have co-signed him. You could have co-signed him. Y'all big names could have came down and co-signed him. He's supposed to be way more popping than what he is right now. You want to know why? Because y'all was supposed to have been bringing him to places. Y'all was supposed to have been taking him and inviting him to shit. And saying and telling everybody, yeah, we stand behind this pushing peace movement. Because see, that's what he mean when he says say the streets. His whole mission behind that was so the kids can go outside and play again. These women can be able to walk to the stores and do all of these things and not have to deal with problems. Like this was what his pushing peace movement was, and y'all tried to pretend, but then now y'all want to come out. G Herbo, you right from the crib. Ain't no way you didn't see it. Now it's fuck the streets. You want to follow these niggas though. You want to follow these niggas though. Then a motherfucker want to come trying to backtrack. No, do that shit the right motherfucking way. Let's see what the fuck. Let's see what else he got to say.
We gotta get all the bullshit, all the crazy killer shit out of it, and put the love and the hustle back in the shit.
Yeah. But
Now, ain't that a bitch? Don't that sound like what JMane was saying when he was saying he pushing peace? He trying to push peace. He all in O Block. He in places where he ain't had no business going, putting his neck on the line. He went viral for these things, and y'all big names couldn't pull him up there with y'all and give him the platforms to really push it all across the world. And y'all could have just, y'all, come on, man, come on, man, come on, man.
bullshit come with the street. That is what that come with the street. But you just saying we ain't pushing that.
Yeah, we ain't pushing it. We trying to stop it.
I'm
We
with
can't
you.
save. You can't save everybody, but you know,
Yeah. But
can't save everybody.
I ain't I ain't moving no gold posters and saying all rats, y'all, we forgive y'all and we y'all and
Nah. We ain't saying that. We ain't saying that. We holding accountable and then we letting them go on with their life. Like,
That is exactly what the fuck you saying. That is exact. It wasn't just no. We holding them accountable and letting them go on with their life. Your exact words was they need to fix it. Forgive and let go. That's what's been done. You just told them that they need to fix it. You knew Gunna wasn't no gangster when he told the first time, and we swept it under the rug. We as in a conglomerate. We as in me and them, me and y'all, us. Yeah. So y'all been knew Gunna wasn't no gangster, but y'all let him come out here and portray one and fill the streets up with gangster bullshit right along with y'all, right? See, that's the problem, gang. And this is where this whole shit it becomes a cancer, and y'all out of cancer because y'all is so confused you don't even know where you want to stand on this side of the shit. So now, Thug, he fucked the streets. You got this person, fuck the streets. You got this person, fuck the streets. Nah, it ain't fuck the streets. It ain't fuck the streets. What it is if y'all feel the way that y'all feel, go and get behind the person who is already has this in his background and he's been pushing this with no help, that he could have been all around the world with it. And then, right? And then take all the music that y'all have made up to now and switch and rotate it to music that's not feeding the bullshit to the streets. How about that? Like, this shit crazy, bro. Tell me in the comments how y'all feel, man. What y'all think about this shit? Because me personally, I'm all for the right shit. But we have to understand as well and be fair and equal about what's going on and say, I can't say this. I can move this way. I can put things this way. But I know coming from here, I can't say this. Regardless of how I feel about it, I can't say this. And then this is what I'm doing. And then you go and double down and you try to make it a whole movement because you thought it was just going to be so many people riding behind it. And then now you got to double back because it's like, oh shit, I might have fucked up with that. Yeah, because that's just like a motherfucker coming in saying, I slap every motherfucker up in here. I don't give no fuck who you is. Wait a minute. We ain't doing that. you know. So tell me what y'all feel, man. Do y'all think that I'm reaching, or do y'all think that they should have worded, like he said, he should have worded it different? And if he should have worded it different, do y'all think that, they should have came down off their high horse and went and got the peace pushing FYB JMane and really got behind him and pushed him out there, so he could have pulled more people in to be able to make that peace pushing movement a little bit more plausible, man. But like the video, comment so we can get in the algorithm, hype it up for me, man. They give y'all three hypes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let me get one. If you don't want to give me one, that's cool too. But either way it go, man. Subscribe to the channel if you liking the content, and then hit the bell so you'll know when I drop something else. Until then, I'll see y'all later, man. Super Chop TV, and I'm gone.